this is my second upper body day that I do towards the end of the week. However, last week I did this workout twice because I find it more manageable. So I'm still finding my way around my upper body workouts. So the first one is incline bench press. So if I'm doing incline, on the next workout I'm going to do regular bench. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's at the start of the week or at the end, I'm just going to alternate it. I'm supersetting this one with single arm bent over rows, like so. So with this one you want to make sure that you're swinging your elbow back and that you're not using as much of that bicep, which is when you're bending that elbow more. Okay, so when you're not keeping that elbow at 90 degrees and you're bringing that hand to your shoulder, that's when you're engaging that bicep more. So in order for you to engage those lats more, that back, that upper back more, make sure that your elbow is at a right angle and imagine that you're swinging that elbow back. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm still kind of finding myself around my upper body workouts, but this is the workout that I prefer to do because it's more manageable and I feel like I don't need as much volume on my upper body, as in my chest and my back, because I get enough from like 2 great supersets, and then I prefer to focus more on my arms. Okay, next up we have chest flies on the chest machine, and we are going quite heavy on this one. I believe I did 10 reps. On most of these, I'm doing 4 sets. So because I'm not focusing on doing as many exercises as I can, okay? I'm focusing on doing few exercises, but properly. So I'm getting my 4 sets in, okay? And I'm really focusing on working till failure. So as you can see, I'm really squeezing my chest at the top on this one. It hurts like crazy. Wow, look at that booty. Okay, well, if you want to see my leg workout, go to the upper right hand corner, click there. You'll be able to watch me train my booty, see what I do to get a booty like this, if you want one. Now, we are supersetting chest flies with rear delt flies, okay? And we are doing the regular rear delt fly machine, like so, both arms. On my previous one, I did single arm, and I do last week actually, so this past week, I did this exact superset and then I followed it right after with the single arm rear delt flies, okay, because I felt like I needed more volume on my rear delts. So that's what I did. On this one, you really want to focus on keeping your elbows up, don't drop those elbows, and just make that mind muscle connection between that brain and that rear delt. Okay, now on to our next one, seated row. So let's get some more for that back. So I'm doing seated row on this one. The other day I did pull-ups because there was no equipment available. So don't feel like you have to strictly stick to your exact workout. Of course, the more you can stick to it, the better. You can progressively overload. However, it is good to get some variety in, and especially if you don't have enough time, you might want to switch it up every now and then. Don't do the same exercise each time. Switch it up, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. And my boyfriend was behind me, so I was checking him out. Now we are incorporating some abs. So I'm doing my favorite ab wheels. Make sure that you let your core rest properly and recover properly between your sessions when doing this one, because if it doesn't recover properly, you're going to start engaging your lower back, and that's how you can injure your lower back. I once injured my lower back by doing these back to back on consecutive days, and let me tell you, it was not a good idea because my back was in pain. So don't do it. Make sure your core recovers properly before attempting to do this again. So I'm going to be supersetting this one with lateral raises. So this exercise trains your shoulders as well, the ab wheels. Of course, lateral raises train your shoulders, obviously. On this one, I didn't like my form too much, okay? So with my lateral raises, I've started pointing my pinkies up to train that side delt a little bit more. But on this one, it was more like my hands were just pointed up, so I didn't like that. So I'm re-recording myself doing it, and that's exactly how you want to do it. You just want to point those pinkies up. Okay, your elbows are up as well, so you're not leading the way with your elbows, but they are in line with your hands and your pinkies are up. That way you're going to feel it so much more in those side delts. Okay, now onto our arm finisher. So we are going to do preacher curls. Love preacher curls. I feel my biceps like crazy on this one. On every single one, I did 4 sets on every single one of these exercises, by the way. I am going to be supersetting preacher curls with skull crushes on the next one, and I do the skull crushes on the bench, on the bench press bench. If that makes sense. You'll see. It's just a really comfortable setup. I take this barbell over to the bench press bench. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, so skull crushes with my skull crushes as well, which you'll see in a minute. I'm moving my elbows more towards my head a little bit, okay, to get so that I can bring my hands down even more to get more of a stretch in those triceps. I normally do another superset on this day, however I ran out of time, so following this superset I would do another superset on my arms, and I would do something like cable machine bicep curls, and then also tricep push downs on the cables. But yes, I ran out of time. Well, as I'm showing you right now, my elbows are moved up slightly towards my face, as you can see. Anyways, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like this video if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And link in the description and in the upper right hand corner to my leg workout if you want a nice round booty. I need to learn to talk a little bit slower on here, but we only have so much time. Anyways, bye.